Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a short little video about Itasha and Itansha. Now, um, this is Mika, my ZX6R, and it's quite well known in Singapore, to say the least. There are quite a number of people in Singapore that watch YouTube and motorcycles in general, and for some reason, quite often when I go to a place and park my ZX6R, people would recognize it immediately as being mine and me as RP. Now, this is my ZX6R. As you can see, it is decaled to look this way, a very specific way. And before this, I had a DRZ that was even more extreme than that, and before that I had an FZ16 as well that also had decals on it that was rather striking. And with my recent addition to the Ducati Desert Sled, there is also another design that I've put on, although it's a lot more subtle than all my existing and previous bikes. This look in general that I have done for all my bikes in the past is called Itansha. It stems from a subculture called Itasha. Now, Itasha, if we were to try and break down what the words mean, it basically is a portmanteau of two different Japanese words, the word itai, and kuruma, which is itai is painful, cringy, and kuruma is car basically. When you put these two words together, it is read as Itasha. Now, for motorcycles and bicycles respectively, there is similar words that falls on the same concept called Itansha for motorcycles and Itachari for bicycles respectively. Now, a lot of people don't really know what Itasha subculture is, especially in Singapore and in the English speaking and the European speaking West in general, because it is a concept that started with the Japanese, and then it became also very popular in places like Taiwan and Indonesia, where there is a huge subculture of people in that do their vehicles up with this Itasha motif. So apart from Japan and Taiwan and Indonesia, where it's rather common knowledge in most parts, the rest of the world, not many people really know what all this is about. Now, Itasha is not really just about pasting pictures on your bike. Itasha has its roots in the early to late 80s in Japan, when anime conventions started becoming more and more common, and that's during the Japanese economic boom, where more and more young individuals were able to procure cars and motorcycles and actually enjoy them as a hobby, and then they mesh them together with their love for anime as well among the geeks and the nerds, which I guess I am one of. And this combination of two separate hobbies led to the creation of the Itasha subculture. Now, what Itasha generally means is that most people agree that the focal point of the design has to stem from one or more anime characters, and the definition has also expanded to even games that are based on the Japanese anime art style. So things like 2B and Final Fantasy, those are prime candidates for games that would fit in the Itasha motif. Now, Itasha also is intended to be as garish as possible. It's supposed to receive polarizing feedback when somebody looks at it. Either you hate it with a passion or you love it. Now, if you're not getting comments like what I'm getting on some of my videos for my DRZ, you are doing it wrong. It has to have that duality to it. So you need an equal amount of people that hate it with so much revulsion, and an equal amount of people that would love it if they are in the know. To have it be considered as Itasha, because you have to remember what the term means. It has to be cringy in a vehicle. Now, most Itasha designs, like I said, stems from the anime girls and being garish in general. But as time goes on, things have evolved. When you look back and hearken on the late 90s and early 2000s and what car culture used to look like, there was a lot of emphasis on putting those undercarriage neon lights and other garish decals on it to make it stand out. But as time went on, it has no longer become a prominent feature in car culture. Now a lot of modifications emphasize things like the body kit, how the cars are shaped, rather than lights and colors in general. So that is really a lot similar to what Itasha is starting to look like. Now more and more people consider Itasha also inclusive of vehicles where things are a lot subtler. Single sticker for the freshly initiated would suffice as calling it Itasha, as long as you pay homage to the anime origins of your design. Likewise, for people that want to have that subtle look while still maintaining an excessive level of expense, there's new technologies that allow you to coat the entire car in a decal that is of a single color, but it's very subtle. When you are standing afar, it just looks like maybe an entirely grey car, an entirely blue car, an entirely black car. But when you are up close and you shine a bright enough light at an angle, you can see the design of an anime character popping out. Maybe it looks matte against a glossy surface. So that's where they use texturized decals to achieve that effect. Some cars nowadays have also gone even further than it used to be. In the past, it was just a single matte or gloss vinyl decal where it was using the most garish combination of colors possible. But nowadays, not only do you have that, but technology has improved to the point where you could have sections of your decals glow under a strong light, basically like those reflective stickers that you would paste on the tail of your bike or your car just to get people to notice you when their headlights are shining there. So it's a very cool effect that a lot of people have employed in sections like the eyes of an anime character or the weapons that they are wielding if they have one. So apart from these technological innovations in the design and the changes in taste, what about the definition's limitation? If I were to, let's say, put a DC or a Marvel superhero front and center as the design on my bike, would it be considered Itasha? Well, the thing is, most of the time it's not. If you remember and harken back to the roots, Itasha is meant to be part of the anime subculture. So DC comic books, it's really hard to point out as being a proper part of the Itasha subculture. Some may accept it, others may not, and it's a grey area at this point. It's up to your own personal interpretation of whether it's counted as Itasha or not. But at the end of the day, the whole point is, if normies and people that are in the dark about most things in life are cringing in revulsion at your taste, well, then you've achieved the desired effect. And that is rather successful for me on my DRZ and my ZX6R to some extent, and I am happy with that result. Well, besides having this in a place where people generally don't design their bikes like this, kind of makes me stand out, and it's harder to steal the bike, I guess. And also easier to be spotted on the road, and I think it's a win-win when it comes to safety in general. Now, I hope you enjoyed the short little explanation that I did about what Itasha is, and it has been illuminating for you. If you like this video, do remember to give me a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace out. Bye bye.